everyone! Hi! So I'm sure you all know your basic bluesy A7 chord, right? Like this shape, for example, or this one. These are A7 chords. You might already know this one as well. So with your roots, major third, seventh, and an A octave on top, you know? Well, today I would like to share with you 4 major chord shapes that I use all the damn time, whether it's in a blues context or funk or even rock sometimes. So let's get started with the first one. The first chord shape I want to show you definitely is one of my favorites. I would maybe call this one an A7 hat 13 with an added 9 on top. But really that's just an enriched A7 triad. So we have our A on the low E string, 7th on the D string, the major third on the G string, and these 3 notes make our A7. Then we can add the 13th on the B string with our pinky, like this. Sounds a little more jazzy already, right? So I love this chord because the way it is shaped allows me to play with my pinky, you know. So for example, I can reach the 7th, or I can reach the 5th, or by burying my pinky, I can hit the 9th. I love this one. If I want to, I can even slide in the minor third. Anyway, again, this position gives your pinky a lot of freedom, and it's a great, simple chord shape to incorporate in your playing. So I do use my thumb to play the roots, but of course, it's just because I feel more comfortable playing it like this, you know. But you can either use the A string as your root, if you prefer, or you can use your fingers like this. It doesn't matter. What matters is you to feel comfortable playing it. So the second shape is very interesting as well. That's an A7, but using the major third as our bass this time, plus an added 9th on top. So we have our major third on the A string, our 7th on the D string, the 9th on the G string, and finally the 5th on the B string. So same concept for the third shape here, only not using our major third this time as a bass, but instead we'll use the 7th as a bass. And then we'll add a 6th to add some interest to it. So we have our 7th on the A string, then our major thirds, our 6th on the G string, and then an A on the B string. Finally, the fourth chord, which is very popular in funk, in rock, in blues, you know. So we have an A as our bass, major third on the D string, 7th on the G string, and the 9th on the B string. So you can play it like this. But personally, I do like to add the 5th by burying my ring finger on the G, B, and E string, like this. So we end up with another position that gives our pinky a lot of freedom again. So now we've seen these 4 shapes. The good news is, doesn't matter which key you're playing, you know, the shapes never change. So let's say we're in the key of G, okay? So, same shapes. Okay, let's try a key of D, for example. So if you're interested, is a little exercise you could try. Maybe not the most musical one, but should help you to incorporate and get used to these shapes, you know. So what you can do is you put a click and you follow the click by playing the 4 shapes. Okay, so let me show you, and I'm gonna do the click actually. So that's gonna be funny. Okay, so you can do something like that. So if you end up feeling comfortable playing these shapes in A, you can try another key, like D for example. So that's ridiculous, I'm sorry. I'm sure you understood the concepts, right? So I'm gonna do a follow-up video on this in a few days or something. I just wanted to show you the shapes first, and then we'll see how to use these in context maybe or something. So I hope you enjoyed. Stay safe, have fun, and as always, be funky. Bye, ciao ciao.